I'm not kidding though. I feel like I can't breathe. My mom would notice it. She was like, you look like you've gained weight. And I was like, what? As I'm speaking about my gluten sensitivity, let's eat this. Hola amigos. Hello my friends. You have no idea how excited I am. Okay, breathe. For today's video, we have chickpea peanut butter stew. Even though it doesn't look like stew because it's not wet. Usually stew is more on the wet side. I don't know what that is, but I guess it's stew, you know. And then we have garlic bread. Ooh, garlic bread, guys, is my weakness for sure. It's from the French baker, if you can see it right over here, their label. And then we have for dessert this gorgeous looking cinnamon. They call it cinnamon crisp and not a cinnamon bun, and I guess that does make sense because okay, it's completely stuck now. Okay, there, it's thin. Oh my god, okay, I need to breathe. I can't actually breathe right now because the humidity is crazy right now. I feel like I'm only running on 70% oxygen. So let's get started, guys. Go grab your food. Let's eat together because oh my god, guys, today we have an epic mukbang. Okay, let's start with the garlic bread. Oh my god. I made this, guys. The recipe is down below. You're supposed to use spinach, but I used bok choy instead because we don't have spinach here in the Philippines, or you might have it, but I haven't seen it. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is This is the best comfort food ever, and I need it because it's girly time of the month and girls out there know the struggle. Oh my god. You guys have to try this out. Wow. I feel like a pig right now. It's incredibly creamy, savory, salty, spicy, all of it. I'm not kidding though. I feel like I can't breathe. Like, you might say it's because of the peanut butter, but it was even before the peanut butter. Guys, it's quite hard to breathe. I've always been like this ever since I was around like 12. Every time I'm in Manila, oh my god, I really can't breathe. Every time I'm in Manila, I have a really hard time breathing, especially inside, like when I'm inside of the house, because the humidity inside is worse than outside. Because it's not that way if you're abroad. If you're abroad, like let's say you're in the US. Usually it depends obviously, but if you have a good home with good ventilation and aircon and stuff like that, aircon in the US, not in all parts but in Oregon at least, it's super cheap compared to here. You can't have the aircon on all day long here, or else you will go bankrupt. Or unless you're the president, then you could probably handle it. Oh wow, so good. Humidity outside, it's around 85 right now, and inside it's worse because there's no air, and I can't open windows to let the air in for ventilation and stuff because insects will come inside. So the only option I have are dehumidifiers and the aircon. Yeah, I remember as a kid when I was around 12, I would try to breathe, like do a fresh like breath, like a full breath, like that, and still right now I'm trying to reach it. I can't reach it, and I don't know, it's crazy. But when I'm in SM or when the aircon is on long enough, suddenly I can breathe again. It's kind of like a, I don't know what kind of condition that is. It's like if you're in the Philippines, then it's kind of called social, pasocial, which means like wanna be rich, kind of. So yeah, but it's not in my head, guys. Shout out of the day goes to Durella. I have no idea how to say your name. Durella or Durella. Shout out to you. If you guys want to shout out, tell me down below. Subscribe and I will give you a shout out. Let me show you a tiny haul. I went to the mall today, which is why I have the most wonderful food. I bought the Glade air freshener. I know I have the weirdest hauls, but air fresheners are definitely essential if you're in the Philippines, because or else it could get musky unless you have aircon on all day long. But Glade are my favorite product, and growing up I've always thought that Glade was a Danish brand, because Glade in Danish means happy. If it's with an E, it's a plural, so a lot of people are happy. But if it's Glade, like Glad, then it's happy. But Glade, I don't think is Danish. I think it's American. So I don't know. Oh my god, so good. This could use a bit more garlic though. And then I got this bra. Can't really show you guys properly. I guess I'm going to wash it anyway, so look at that. And on the back it's a crisscross. And guys, this used to be 1,000 pesos. That's quite a lot. It was 50% off. Only 500 pesos. And by the way, when it comes to bras, I don't really like being cheap with them, because I feel like when it comes to bras, I talked about this before, but the clouds are scaring me. Don't be cheap with bras, because they're going to break easily and it's going to hurt your twins and your back if you choose the wrong one. There's so many helicopters. What is going on? Is it the end of the world? Since I was on the topic of health earlier, I want to talk about something. So, I need an oxygen mask. Gluten sensitivity is something I have talked about a lot on this channel. I guess not a lot, but I've mentioned it a lot, several times throughout these past 2 to 3 years. And it's quite ironic that I'm eating gluten right now. But I am sensitive to gluten, which I don't know why I'm eating gluten. And as you guys know, like in my mukbangs, I often eat gluten, but I am actually sensitive to it. I mean, yeah, when I eat it, my tummy don't like me, but my brain likes it. So, okay. Growing up, I had no allergies, no sensitivities, so I could eat everything. Everything. My mom had so many allergies. She couldn't eat apples, pears. I can't even think. Apricot. The list is so long. Dairy, nuts. She had so many sensitivities, and I would get kind of jealous. I kind of wanted to have kind of a sensitivity, and I guess my wish came true. But I wanted to have something wrong with me. Like, I wanted to go to the doctor and be like, yeah, I have something wrong with me, and then I could go to school and be like, guys, I'm allergic to nuts. I don't know why I wanted that. I guess it's for attention. Kind of like how a lot of kids want to break their legs because you want to wear that cast. It sounds so bad, but a lot of kids wanted that. Like, at least my friends and I, we wanted it. We would bang our hands and feet on the walls, but obviously not hard enough, because they never, I mean, I never got a broken bone. I think I was around 18. That's when kind of the time we went vegan, my mom and I discovered I was not allergic. I was sensitive to gluten, because sometimes gluten sensitivity, it's something that you don't really have to grow up with it. You can become allergic to anything, like at any point in your life. Suddenly you're allergic to something, suddenly you're sensitive to something, suddenly you're sick. I mean, there's, I mean, tons of things can happen to your body throughout life, and especially when you're getting older. I'm not old, but when you get into your 20s and stuff, you could develop some other things, even if you didn't when you were young. And for me, I guess as soon as I became an adult, I got some issues. So when I became 18, I had really bad tummy aches. Like every time I would eat gluten, the pain I had in my tummy, it was not the normal pain, guys. It was like somebody stabbed me, and it hurt so bad that one time we were in the grocery store and I had to go home first, and it was just like a walking distance from home, so I would just walk home, and my mom stayed at the grocery store and finished her shopping. But it was so bad that I had to, when I walked home, I had to walk home bending over. And once I got home, you know, I went to the restroom, and it was so painful. Like my tummy, or I felt like my tummy was getting exercised or something. And other times I would get like eczema, dandruff, my scalp would bleed. Oh my god, this is not good for the mukbang. But stuff like that would happen. It was really bad. Acne, I would get sad. And oh my god, is it raining? It is not a good time to rain right now. No, stop that. No, I hope you guys can't hear the rain. I felt anxious. I would get bloated. Like I felt like I was pregnant. And my face would get bloated, and my mom would notice it. She was like, you look like you've gained weight. And I was like, what? You know, stuff like that. And those were all symptoms of gluten sensitivity. Really? Oh my god, I'm sure you guys are hearing that. There's no way you can hear that. I'm not going to eat. Nice. Usually the rain doesn't last that long. Okay. And so my mom, she's been having some problems right now. I don't really want to say what she's thinking it is, because it freaks me out. But sometimes my mom goes online and searches and finds these horrible diseases, and she's like, oh my god, this is happening to me. She is quite she really is a hypochondriac, guys. But obviously, like, sometimes she is right, sadly, with some stuff, and I hate it when she's right, but sometimes she is. I really hope she's not this time, but she is having some symptoms of sickness that I don't want to mention. It's not deadly, but it's still not fun to think about. But anyways, she's thinking she has that, and it's very similar to like menopause symptoms, which, I mean, she's 40 plus, so she's in that direction right now. I was googling, and her symptoms are also very similar to gluten sensitivity and celiac. I'm not sure if, because she's very sensitive to dairy. Almost our whole family are sensitive to dairy. She is going to get a blood work done. Like, I think she's going to get blood work done in August sometime, and a doctor's appointment and all that. But in the US, that takes time sometimes. Like, you have to wait like a few weeks before you can see your doctor and all that. In the Philippines, I'm not sure how it is like if you have a set doctor and if you have insurance and all that. I don't have insurance because in the Philippines, it depends per person. But for me, it's not really worth it, because it's quite rare that I get sick. And you can read online, the system is not the same as in the US. In the US, if you don't have insurance, it's really scary, because it's so expensive if you get sick. But here it's not, so that's fine. I've always wanted to get a test done to see if I really am allergic and if I really am sensitive or not. Isn't it funny how I'm eating this as I'm talking about this? So I'm going to get blood work done next week. I was going to do it today, but it's that time of the month, and so I really shouldn't get more blood taken out of me, or else I might pass out. And also the levels might be incorrect, the iron levels and stuff, because obviously if it's that time of the month, the iron levels will go down. So I will get it done next week, and I will definitely mukbang when I get home. It sounds so strange, but I'm excited to get my blood work done, because I've never ever gotten my blood taken before, ever in my life. I know it's not a fun experience, but it will be interesting to know, and I will tell you guys my levels. Let's see what these mukbangs have done to my body. And also because I eat mostly vegan food, it will be interesting to see my vitamin D levels and B12 levels and iron levels. And also I will get tested for gluten sensitivity. I don't know if they will find out other sensitivities too, but I think it will be so interesting. When it comes to gluten, they check your blood. They used to have to do like a tiny operation, like, and check your inner, like your small, I was going to say your tiny intestine, your small intestines, to check how the lining is at and something, I don't know. So I'm very excited. And then I'm also going to apply to become a blood donor. I really am excited for this because I've always been afraid of donating blood for some reason, because needles. Needles freak me out. They hurt. But after my 2 wisdom teeth surgeries, I've gotten like less afraid of the doctor and dentist, and I feel like I've become more brave, which is great. So I'm excited, and also I'm going to be able to help, you know, other people out. Apparently you save 2 to 3 people every time you donate blood, which is awesome. In the US, you get paid. Not always, but you usually get paid when you donate blood, like $20, I think. And then you get a snack and a drink. Here in the Philippines, it's for free. It's without pay. You don't get paid. But then, people who need blood gets blood for free. So I think that's a great thing, because not everyone can afford it. So I think that's awesome. But they still give you like a snack and a drink, so you won't pass out. And then I think there's something like, if you donate often, you will get like a pin or something, which I love awards, so I'm more excited for that than money. So yeah, it will be good no matter what your reason is for donating blood, whether it's for health stuff, because apparently donating blood is good for your body, because you like replenish your blood. I don't know, I have no idea. As long as you're not anemic or low in iron and have other issues, donating blood is actually good for you. So some people do it for that, other people do it for the money, some people do it for the food, and then other people do it just to look good, and then some people do it just to help others. But no matter what the reason is, I feel like, who cares what the reason is? Like, as long as you're donating, I just think that's awesome. But some people can't donate. My mom can't donate because she lived in Europe for more than what was it for her? Like, if she's, I think you can't donate if you've lived in Europe for more than 5 years or something, which is crazy. They're afraid of the mad cow disease. By the way, if an American goes to Europe, let's say an American goes to the UK, stays there for 1 second, they could get the mad cow disease in 1 second. You don't have to stay there for 5 years to get it. So I think that's insane that you can't donate just because you've been to Europe for 5 years. That's insane to me, but I don't know. Maybe they have some other things. And then she saw like homeless people donating. No offense to homeless people, but why can homeless people donate and she cannot? I mean, I don't know. And she also says like they don't check. If you're an American, they don't even check. Like, they just check some things, but they don't check everything. You could be sick too, you know. I don't know, that really annoyed me, that she can't donate. And I can't donate there either, because it's like a ban. They will, unless that ban gets lifted, we will never be able to donate in the US, which is so sad. I'm hoping I can donate here. I've read somewhere that if I've been to Europe for the past 3 years or something, then I can donate. But then after 3 years you can. So if I can't donate now, then I will be able to donate next year, because then it's been 3 years. But that did confuse me, because usually the reason why we're not able to donate, because my mom tried doing this, donating blood in Denmark. She couldn't do it because was it because she went to the Philippines, or because she was born in the Philippines? I can't remember now. And I think I was too young to donate back then. I'm not sure, because I was still in 8th grade, so I think I was like 15. And I don't think you're allowed to yet if you're 15. I'm hoping I'm not sensitive to gluten, because if I am, then I probably won't eat gluten anymore, because the only reason why I'm eating gluten now is because I only think I'm sensitive. I'm not 100% sure. I know the effect it gives me. I know it's going to give me like issues, but now because I have these fiber tablets that help break down food for me. It's kind of like a vitamin, I guess. And ever since I've taken those, I haven't had that many issues, as long as I don't overdo it. Like, I've only had this much and then I will have that, so it's not that bad. But when I have spaghetti, pasta, those pasta and spaghetti, especially if it's low quality ones, I have huge issues. And if I don't take the fiber pill, oh my god, good luck to me, because my tummy, it will feel like somebody stabbed me. And honestly, the reason why I think I got the sensitivity is because I ate way too much gluten growing up. Apparently, if you're sensitive, you shouldn't eat gluten, or else like your tummy would get destroyed or something. So if I really am, then I guess I will have to say goodbye to gluten. But I have been gluten-free before, but I think I was only able to do it for 1 month or something, and I became so slim, guys. Like, my face was like, not really like that, but it was like slimmer, and my arms too, and then my tummy, like everything became. I didn't lose weight, it was just the puffiness that disappeared, and I don't gain weight when I eat gluten. I just get puffy. All very confusing. So let's just get the info from the doctor. I mean, I guess they know best. So we will see what the blood says. I'm just really curious. As I'm speaking about my gluten sensitivity, let's eat this. What is that? No way. Guys, this can't be real. There's no way. This should not even be legal. Oh my god. It is so good. French baker, guys, if you haven't been, you have to go. I mean, can I dare to say it's as good as Starbucks? I remember I haven't been to Starbucks since I was like 14, so I'm comparing this to 10 years ago food that they had. But I remember trying their treats, their pastries. I passed out from the yumminess, and I think I'm going to pass out now too. My god, the world has so many problems, but guys, right now, right here, I'm happy. Oh my god. Life is good. Wow. And you know, the middle part is the best part. Like, I feel like a dog who just ate up somebody's shoe. I feel so bad. But so good at the same time. Oh my god, are you guys the type of people who bite like that straight into it? Oh my, I can't do it. Like, I don't mind when other people do it, but I can't do it like on mine. I don't know why. It's totally an OCD thing, but I have to eat like around it. Like that. Please go down below and subscribe to this channel, AriaVille, and turn on the post notifications so you know when I upload a new video. Tell me down below your video request. Where do you want me to eat next? Thanks for watching, guys. Love you. Ooh, gracias por ver. Boop. And I did soccer, or as we like to call it, football.